Here we go on question number 36 on page 5 of the review. If we have a semicircular tunnel, we can draw those lines in there and we get three equilateral triangles that are all, or three triangles that are similar to each other. We can use the proportion 6 is to x as x is to 12. I get x squared equals 72. If I do the square root of that to the nearest one decimal place, I get 8.5 feet. For number 37, we have a circle that is circumscribed by a polygon and is shown as follows. If QZ is 10, then we know that QR would also have to be 10 because the distance from that point to any place on the circle would have to be the same. If YX is 9, then YZ would also be 9. If XW is 13, then WV is 13. And if UW all the way across here is 16, then UV would be 3, as would TU. And if SU is 17, that would make ST 14 as SR is. To find the perimeter of it, we're going to have to add all this up. I'm going to start right here, and I get 10 plus 9 plus 9 plus 13 plus 13 plus 3 plus 3 plus 14 plus 14 plus 10. I get a perimeter of 98. For number 38, we're going to find the angle PSQ, that's this angle. If PSQ is 4x minus 10 and the measure of PRQ is 2x plus 20. We know that these two angles have to be the same because they intercept the same arc when they open up. Solving this, I get 2x equals 30, x equals 15. For question 39, we're going to find the measure of arc ML. Well, ML, this arc would have to be the same measure as this in here. Well, this is a diameter. If this adds up to 115, we know that a diameter would cut 180 degrees, so doing the subtraction, I get 65 degrees. The measure of JKL would be this going around here. We know that this would be the same measure as, since this is a line and this is a line, then we know that this angle in here is 115. 115 plus that 60 gives me 175 degrees. JM, the measure of JM, since this would be vertical angles here, makes that one 60. And JM would be 60 plus 55 gives me 115 degrees. For number 40, we're going to find the area of a regular hexagon. Well, to find the area of a regular hexagon, we would take 1/2 the apothem times perimeter. We know the apothem is 3, and we know that the perimeter is 6 times one side length, because a hexagon has 6 sides. So I'm going to take 6 times this length. Simplifying that, I get 6 square roots of 3. For number 41, if we're finding this length, because they are on the inside, we would say x plus 36 divided by 2 equals 65. Multiplying both sides times 2 gives me 130. Subtracting 36 from both sides, x must be 94 degrees. For 42, in the figure, we have the measure of DEF is 96 degrees. The measure of HAB in here is 20 degrees. Because the two lines meet outside, unlike this one where they meet on the inside, we need to subtract those two values and divide by 2. And that will give us our angle out here. We get 76 divided by 2 is 38 degrees. The equation of a circle with center at 5, -2 with a radius of 2, we're going to use x minus 5 squared plus y plus 2 squared equals 2 squared, or 4. Notice that we're using the opposite signs.